Hi, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today I am going to show you how to make this card using the Stamparatus and the Heartfelt Bloom stamp set. I got this idea from Be Red, but I just wanted you to be able to know that that's where I got my idea from, and I'll be talking more about her in a minute. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use the colors Pacific Point, Marina Mist, Garden Green, and Berry Burst. Now I'm changing it up from this one just a little bit. I wanted to see what Berry Burst would look like with these flowers here. And I am also adding up Pacific Point. So just to highlight some of the blue areas. Not to do them all, but to give them some highlights. And the Garden Green is going to be for this too. So let me show you another one that I did that uses other colors, and that's really pretty to me. I didn't really care for this part, so I'm going to just keep trying other colors and see what I like best. Okay, so we're going to come in with the Stamparatus, and this will be available in the big catalog once it starts in June. So if you need a catalog, just let me know and I will get one to you. I only have one magnet holding it, and I lined it with some washi tape so I can lift it up easy when I need to. And you kind of just want to have it be one magnet, because if you put two on there, they have the tendency to come together and it might hurt you. And they're strong enough, you don't need two. Okay, so I'm just going to use my, let's put this here so you can see, my dauber, and put it onto my flowers. And first off, before I get too far onto that flower, I'm going to bring in a little bit of the Berry Burst just for the inside of that flower, because I really want it to have that look. But alright, so now I'm going to go back over and kind of go over where I just did the Berry Burst so that it's not in the flower part, just on the center. Okay, so that's for all the blue. And then I'm going to come in with the Berry Burst and do these three flowers. Now, Bee did this one flower at a time, and what works so great is that she had these on each one of her fingers and just went like this. And I told her yesterday on the phone that there is no way that I would remember which finger had which color, so I'm keeping them separate. But she's good that way, so she was able to do that. I'm just not as talented. So here I'm coming in with the Garden Green, and I'm going to go over my leaves. Okay, let's see how it came out. So I think I got everything, but the great thing is if I didn't, I can just redo it all and come back. That is pretty. Okay, so I want to come in with the Pacific Point and do some highlights on the flower, which I haven't done yet, so hopefully this won't mess it up. But I'm thinking the edges might like some a little bit darker. And maybe in here. All right, let's see. And in here. All right, let's see what that looks like. Ooh, very nice. I'm going to add a little bit more to up here because I really like that look. Let's see how that looks. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, sorry, I got a little excited. So that looks really nice. Very nice. Okay, sorry. when you're by yourself stamping, sometimes you have to be the one that pats yourself on the back. So I'm coming in with, that's my excuse, a 3 5/8 square piece of cardstock. And I want to have this go right like that and leave a little bit of room here for my ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Boy, I really like how this one came out. That berry burst is very pretty. Which probably meant that I should have changed this to berry burst. This is rich razzleberry. But I just wasn't thinking that far ahead when I decided to change the colors. Alright, so what I do with my ribbon, because I like to save money and keep my ribbon as long as I can, is that I cut a strip that just fits exactly on the top, and then I put some adhesive on the back and flip it over and then have it be like this. Then you can adjust it to where you want it and just have it be stuck to the back. Okay, so then, isn't that pretty? I love this ribbon. And the great part is you can make it match any card you want by just coloring it with the blends. Alright, so I have this strip here that is, let me see, 1.5 inches, and then I just did a strip, and these are just, it's not one whole piece, it's just on the back. So let's just do that, and what I want to do is have these set up so they are like this and like this, kind of where they're supposed to be. Okay, and then I'm going to put adhesive here and here, just to hold on to those so that I make sure that I have it straight and they look like a one piece thing. Alright, there, and then it didn't make it stick to this yet. Then I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. I want to make sure these stay down, so I'm going to tape those. And what I always do with the ribbon is come across it coming this way, because if you pull the tape that way, it will pull this up. Alright, so I'm going to put this down. And I stamped this, the flower first, but since I already wanted to have it in the Stamparatus, I went ahead and did this first. So you're just stamping it in the Marina Mist, and this is Marina Mist, that's 5.5 by 8.5. And you're just going to put this down, and that just adds just enough interest to where the card doesn't look boring. Then I'm coming in with some of these beautiful, let's see, the name is the Glitter Enamel Dots, and I'm going to use the blues, and I want to do one that's almost just a tad blue. These are harder to get up, but that's why I like to use my pokey, or my, what do you call this? I always call it a pokey, so I forget what it was called in real life. I'll have that written down. Piercing tool. I knew that would come to me. It's a piercing tool. Alright, so there we go. And then one really, really white one, which I love these because they are kind of ombre on in the package, to where you can pick where it is really light blue to lighter, or a little, like barely blue, little light blue, and then dark blue, and the same with each color, so it works out really well. Okay, so for the inside, I will show you what I did because it's super easy. I just stamped the stamp in the corner, framed it with the silver foil, and put that in there. And this, the silver is 3 3/4 by 5, and then this would be 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And that is my card for today. And I hope you come back next week, because I am trying to do this every single week, and I want you to come back and see what I'm up to. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.